Oh, Phil, you're a stickler to the rules.
Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Phil Marriott. Raj Rudolph is here. We are Boys on Film. We are covering BFI Flare 2022, the film festival in London, the Queer Film Festival. I haven't seen that many. Raj, you've seen more than I have so far. We've still got lots to get through, so make sure you click on the playlist, which will be at the end of this video and also up in the corner somewhere and down in the description below. But yeah, today it's The Swimmer. Raj, this is directed by Adam Kalderon, who's also the screenwriter, I think, one of the writers. Stars Omer Perelman Striks, Asaf Jones and Nadia Kutcher. Israeli film, is that right?
Yeah, so set in Israel. It's about like a swimming instruction school for really talented swimmers that are looking to compete to get the ticket to the Olympics. So yeah, it's obviously a very seductive looking film by the trailers. There's lots of skin in this film, but it has to do with people competing in the Olympics in the swimming category. So of course it's going to be a little bit seductive, but it was a really tense film, actually. Basically, it focuses around this character named Erez. I don't know if he's really like openly gay going into it, but he certainly's got a gay thing about him. Which kind of puts the swimming coach off a bit. From the very moment he walks into his dorm, he puts out his inspirational picture of a Madonna quote, like what would Madonna do? He dresses a little bit more flamboyantly and brighter colors than the rest of his swimmers. And he ends up, getting a bit of a crush on one of his swimming mates as well. And really, the whole story is kind of tense. There's something in the air that just feels like it's going to implode at any moment. And, it's a classic Peccadillo Films sort of film that you would expect from them. But I will have to say this, and I wasn't expecting this. The ending of the film is not what you think it's going to be. And I say that in a positive way because I was laughing and couldn't believe I was watching the same film that I was watching, up until the last 15 minutes.
That can be a good thing though, but sometimes tonally, if a film mixes comedy with what you're expecting, like obviously most of the way through, if it's drama and quite tense, if they throw comedy in, sometimes it doesn't quite gel. But
it's not comedy. What they were doing, I was laughing out of enjoyment because it just took me by surprise, and I was like, oh, I was having a pretty good film going experience, and that I was just like, wow, what's going on here? This is crazy. I love it. I can't give anything away because I think it'll be a big spoiler, and it's like I really enjoyed that moment of the film, and it has an amazing sort of Italo disco soundtrack as well. So I think you will enjoy it, Phil, for the music genetics. I really enjoyed it. Tonally, it was what I love from Peccadillo Pictures, and the music I love, and the absolute closing out of this film was phenomenal. If there was a gay Oscars, I would nominate it for a gay Oscar.
Do you know what it's reminding me of? Just thinking about what you're saying and describing, obviously, the Peccadillo Pictures style. I don't know whether this one was, though. Francois Ozon, who did Summer of 85. Did you watch that film a few years ago?
No, I have it. I own it, but I still haven't sat down to watch it yet. I buy a lot of films, and whenever I get around to actually watching them is another story. But yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
It's funny because at the time I wasn't blown away by it, but afterwards I did keep thinking of it. It like stayed with me, and I'd like to see it again actually now, because I think I was expecting it to be a different kind of film, but it sounds like it's the sort of thing that this is, but I don't know, I might be wrong.
Like the film Mario about the football player and the short trials and tribulations he has in the sporting industry. It's kind of like that film a little bit, just up until the end. It's just like, oh, okay. Go in with the expectation that you're going to have all those classic storylines of trying to be a homo fitting into, a male toxic sporting world, and coming out to your family, and, trying to, keep yourself under wraps, but really we're just wanting to Madonna express yourself, like all those themes that you would expect from, classic gay films. But in the end, it's just completely something different. And it was a wow for me. It was a wow. I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool what they did there. I was not expecting it. So Phil, you need to see this. You just need to see it. Just stop what you're doing, watch the screener, and just watch this film. I just need to know what your reaction is. Like, I'm dying to share this with somebody.
Did they say when it was meant to be based? Because obviously, queerness in sport obviously is more accepted now than it used to be. It's not ideal now, but
it's a contemporary film as far as I'm aware. I mean, it didn't really have like a 80s, 90s, or early 2000s sort of vibe. It seemed pretty contemporary. So,
excellent.
Yeah, they had iPhone, so there you go.
Okay, so it's called The Swimmer. Your big verdict, Raj?
Can we do half stars? Well, I'm the only one doing it, so for me, it's 4.5 stars.
Okay, so if you hadn't had the half, you would have said 4, presumably, not 5.
Oh, Phil, you're a stickler to the rules.
I just hate half a star.
4 out of 5 for me. I mean, it could have taken things a little bit further, but what it did in this short amount of time for this little feature, I'm really impressed with.
Sean would probably say it's a very strong 4 because he knows that you can't get away with the halves. So yeah, go and check it out. All the details down below when you could see it, when it's available, because obviously we're up front with the Flare Festival as we are with other festivals. We don't always know the release date, for the public if it's not at the festival, but yeah, we'll keep you posted. Obviously come back to this, or if you're watching this later, you'll know when it's out in the UK.
And if you can't see it in the theater, just look for it on streaming. It'll get there eventually, but it's a must-see for any fan of quality LGBTQ plus films.
I'm off to watch it now. Raj, good to see you as always. Thank you everybody for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this video with others if you love movies. This is a channel, obviously, it brings you lots of music interviews as well and other music stuff. Raj, you are always pushing the music, new music, and championing new bands for EQ Music Live, your event in London, which hopefully is coming back this year. Is it coming back?
I hope so. I mean, we have a new venue. We have a new venue now at Village 512 in Dalston. So yeah, I hope to have another show.
Brilliant. Fingers
we're
crossed.
Still trying to schedule things around pandemic, but I think we're okay right now.
Excellent. And of course, you can check out all the stuff on your website, which is eqmusicblog.com. Is that right?
Got it.
I had to think about that. My brain's not what it used to be. See you next time. Thank you, everybody.